Hello everybody, this is Alex here again with various things. Once again, I think a little bit of screen shaking. Ooh, and Stukas. Looks like the Stukas are going to mess with the Brits, though. And it looks like really only the French are having a good time in breaking through. Yeah. We'll get these guys. Basically, once we capture this area, the anti-tank guns will not be able to do much. Oh, and they're fleeing into the forest. We should be fine. Once again, it looks like the AI isn't programmed to have anti-tank weapons this early. So we're actually invulnerable against infantry with tanks. Which is very convenient because, you know, sneaking around like this, the Italians and German allies here could really hand us quite a number. Our luck is on our side, along with heavy, heavy ordnance. But now that that's gone, we can just eviscerate. Put another spy out. Looks like they're sending 2 light tanks to support. It looks like they're going to run them into that column, so I'm not too terribly worried. We want to stay behind this line as well. Yeah, thankfully the anti-tank guns are just impotent against... Oh. No. They're sending them against these guys. So, since we know the anti-tank guns can't fire past this area, we're just going to assemble our infantry over here. Yeah. Come on, don't... Ah, terrible infantry is terrible. Campbell, the spy network is active. Just the infantry are not effective. And all of our tanks being fired upon by the Italians is bad. The entire point of sending tanks was to prevent this. Go back. There we go. We may have lost a few infantrymen, but no, our prime concern is not to lose tanks. At least it would be in Blitzkrieg. Doesn't much matter here as far as I'm aware. Le Duc is safe. And Pack 36 isn't too terribly effective here. Ooh, the Martyrs, however, are nasty. Yeah, just send one of you guys over to the HQ after we took out the anti-tank guns. And here is...
All enemy AT guns have been taken out.
That's a lie, Kowalski. It's an Italian HQ.
Excellent. Their headquarters is ours.
Only 30-to-1 kill ratio this time. We'll bring it up next time.
Lieutenant Colonel. We found a Kraut officer in the Italian HQ. He was trying to start a bonfire with those.
Well, it must be important to somebody. Let me take a look. Thank you, Leslie.
What have you got there?
Well, take a look for yourself.
Good Lord. These are your orders.
Not just my orders, but the orders for the goddamn whole First Army.
Well, that explains a few things. Doesn't it?
Damn it.
You don't say.
Weatherby and the big red one are mired at Hajj el Ayoun.
And the Brits?
They're struggling to advance along the coast. The German rearguard is causing trouble.
For Christ's sakes, the whole damn offensive is stuck.
You'd think the Germans knew our plans, wouldn't you?
Don't be cheeky.
Commanding the German troops.
A certain General von Richter.
And the general appears to have slipped up.
How do you mean?
All his strength is on his flanks. His center is vulnerable.
You're calling a
Is it?
skipper of the 10th Panzer vulnerable?
Stragglers and remnants. If I can snatch his headquarters, he won't be able to react.
That's quite risky.
Maybe, but it's the only way to take the pressure off Weatherby and Monty.
The HQ of the 10th Panzer has been spotted at Sidi Bouzid.
Cut off the head and the body will die,
I really don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Oh.
If only we knew where the German AT guns are.
American Air Force.
My operatives are still at our service, Colonel.
The real one. So we have some anti-tank guns over here and some Panzer IIIs. You know, in all honesty, as long as we're able to knock out the infantry, I'm not too worried about the Panzer IIIs. Honestly, if we do that and send this stack over here, there we go, and send you gentlemen over here, we should be able to do some pretty hefty damage against the Germans. I really honestly want to see if we can knock this out, is what I'd like to say. However, that's not going to go well. Field units. This is true. I remember this mission. I remember having trouble with it when I was younger. Not really trouble with it per se, but it was certainly an annoyance. Actually, since we're so far against the AT guns, I'm gonna send my tank support up here as well. Yeah, Panzerjäger, tank fighter. Yeah, these guys are dying. Yeah, the thing is, the range on the Siegfried blockhouse is so strong, there's not much I can really do. Oh, they're still producing tanks. This is actually a concern. Retreat. Yeah, we need to retreat. No other reason than the Germans are still able to field units against us. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, I said retreat, boy. That's not what retreating looks like. Oh, we're gonna lose some infantry. Thankfully, we should be able to trade a Panzer IV for it. Yeah, get out of there. Okay, the Panzer III is gonna fall in short order as well. And thankfully, the Pak 36 does not have that much range. We can have the tanks marshal here. Yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, they're sending them this way. I don't like that. We need to knock out the anti-tank guns so we can successfully hold back this infantry assault. Oh, no, they're trying to attack us from the flank. Yeah, I can't tolerate this. Can we knock out the anti-tank gun? No, we can't. Fall back. Just retreat. And we'll lure them into a path that the tanks can assist with. No, maybe not. Oh, shit. Unfortunately for me, I didn't think the Germans would attack me from the side. So I am at a great disadvantage now. I lost the vast majority of my infantry. We still have some fighting strength with them, but this isn't going to be enough. They're sending Wellingtons. Oh, they destroyed the German base over here. Maybe there's still a chance. Well, regardless, we need to advance the anti-tanks in this direction then. Because they're the only thing that can save us against any armored foes. Oh, actually, just in time as well. Retreat. And the tanks can actually assist now. What's over here? Martyr, Panzer IV, Stoogs. Stoogs are the real problem. Yeah, and honestly now we can just blast through.
New RUSE is now available. Unit opening fire on the enemy.
Yeah. Let's try and target the infantry as well. This is interesting. I lost my infantry, and that's going to make what's coming over here more difficult, if I recall. However... yeah... Jerry is sending units forward. I'm afraid not, Mr. Seinfeld. Honestly, our tanks should be more than sufficient. These should just be 3s, yeah. The infantry is retreating as well. And they're sending Warhawks versus German 109s. The Allied air superiority? Poor English from me once again. Yeah, it should be ripping through the 109s. Actually, it looks like it was a fairly even fight. I think that was a 100% loss rate for both sides. I don't think that's how you win wars. I'm going to say 90% sure that's not how you win a war. Well, Weatherby finally made it through in this sector. However, he's still being flanked by 4s, which is never good. More wellies. I think they're going for this base over here. That's a 4. Yeah, these guys are gonna get wiped out. Oh, back. This is why you pay attention, everybody. Yeah. Out of range with the quickness. Oh, and we need to not leave our infantry in a place where it can get sniped. Ooh, at least they're only 3s. I have been streaming for nearly an hour and 20 minutes, I think.
Watch your armor, Colonel. You'll need at least one tank to destroy their HQ.
This is true. They're making it seem like armor is the real important thing here. That's not true. Infantry is always useful. I want to know what's over here. More infantry.
Sir, HQ has provided us with a new route.
I think... Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Pack 40? Oh no. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna form my own conf group, and oh, let's see, when I start streaming, if I'm not too tired after work, I'll probably start streaming around, actually I started late today because I had some chores to do. I'd say maybe 7 p.m. or so.
Our spy has left the sector, sir. Squad commander, move out. Changing position. Bring up the truck. 10, 2, 3, 4.
So I suppose I have a global audience here. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Back. Back. All of the anti-tank guns were caught. That's terrible. Okay. Well, I'd like to doubt that there's going to be any more shenanigans coming from this direction. However, I'm unsure. The Panzer Grenadiers. Basically, before this battle happens, I'm going to knock out all of the German infantry. Basically, everything in these sectors I want dead. And I'm happy the remnants of the Kampfgruppe moved over here, because it means my tanks have free reign in this direction. I really wish I had a scout vehicle, though. That would make things ever so much more convenient.
They've got Pack 40s. Those
Yeah.
are far more dangerous than the little Pack 36s.
You don't say. Yeah, these things actually have pretty good damage against the tanks. And I think the highest armor we have is 3, yeah. These guys only do 8 damage against it, but their tank does considerably more. Hot Quartier. Yeah, no, this guy's HQ is more an LGM. Seems more his speed. Yeah, right there. But basically what's going to happen next is this is going to be a trap, and they're going to be sending some indeterminate number of units towards us. How many units, I have no clue, and terrifies me to some degree. Probably like these guys. I want to try and bait out some of these units just to try and pop them now. Like, they won't let us fire. Will they let us fire? Oh no, that's a Morser. That is not a tank you want to deal with. That's not, yeah, it's not artillery you want to deal with. Alas, it will not let me cheat. So, what I'm going to do here is I am going to place a few anti-tank guns here. And a few here. No, I want 2 over here. And the infantry are useless. I can't see what's being sent against me. So I'll just have them in the city. However, we're going to be sending these gentlemen over here. Is there nothing I can destroy? No. And I was right. The did send their Wellingtons against the bunker system over here. However, they only destroyed the mortars and machine gun nests, not the actual important bit, which is the Siegfried blockhouse. Those are tough nuts to crack. Let's see. Yeah, Kampfgruppe Richter. Or Korpsgruppe. Moving up in the world there. Destroy the German HQ.
What
Yeah.
the hell? That HQ was just a frame of wood and cloth.
You don't say.
The building's a decoy. Von Richter is luring us into a trap.
There's nothing on the radio. It's like they stopped talking.
Von Richter turned off the lights, yes? We're in the dark as far as knowing where his units are positioned.
You don't say.
Damn, that hurts. My strategy assumed that we would take out his communications. It's time to get HQ on the radio and tell them we're in it up to our necks.
Lieutenant Colonel, you had best be ready to dig in with teeth and fingernails until the reinforcements arrive.
The moment of truth, right? Time to use every ruse we know.
Oh, the city for 4 minutes.
I think that I could have been sipping tea in Piccadilly instead.
Is that a pub, sir?
Captain Kowalski, your lack of education is most distressing.
Oh, you are just so rude,
We've
Campbell.
just received reinforcements from an anti-tank unit, sir.
Oh, thank God. I mean, is it effective against radio silence? I mean, we know his units are over here. Oh, it is. Excellent. That's not an anti-tank unit, that's just a tank unit. However, this is important. Get this over here. Have some infantry guarding the guns. It's 4 and 4. Ooh, I don't like that. I really want to counterattack over there. Let's try it. Have a good night there, and thank you for following. Good sir. Yeah, we should be able to tear these people apart. So I'm gonna try and be adventurous here. Ooh, I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know what to expect. Oh, I am glad I retreated. And I'm out of ruses. That's only 3s. However, I think this... Oh! Planes from the air. Ooh, Liberators. That's the 24 version. But we're getting bombers sent against the Axis, which is going to be very useful. Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that at all. We need the anti-tank columns to attack that with the quickness. However, I think it's safe to say that we can attack properly. Yeah, we should be good. Really, I want to damage their right flank to my, well, the best of my ability. Please do cross over. You're going to get double teamed. Yeah, we want to knock out the Panzer IV as quickly as possible. And Kampfgruppe Lok. Right. Yeah, Uncle Sam. We need the Panzer IV dead now.
Unit reports engagement in progress.
This tank just won't die. Come on. There we go. Alrighty.
Reports confirmed. Target destroyed.
Yep. Radio silence runs out.
The reinforcements are here, sir. And they've brought
Reinforcements
recon
have
units.
arrived.
My commendation, Sheridan. You snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. But we're not finished, Recon Richter.
No, we're not.
The recon aircraft prevent the Germans from using radio silence. We'll get them now. We'll finally discover where the enemy has been hiding himself.
Been hiding himself up in the city, obviously.
Contact with hostiles.
Yeah, we don't want to challenge the Panzer IV up
Weatherby
there.
and the British will attack along our flanks. Rommel may have escaped, but we can still crush his rear guard.
Rommel escaped.
Sir, we have reports of anti-tank guns in Gem.
It'll be tight. We can't let them get a bead on our armor.
Oh god, Weatherby.
Lieutenant Colonel, Weatherby reports that he is beginning his offensive.
Sheridan, the enemy anti-tank defenses are holding me up. Send everything you can to take them out.
How about no?
We'll take the brunt of the German anti-tank fire. We'll have to destroy them immediately.
Weatherby, how about you knock out the tanks for me, then I'll decide to help. I have my own men's lives to consider. Ooh, lost an anti-tank gun. Yeah, this area is turning into a veritable bloodbath. Minus the infantry. That's not what I wanted. Honestly, the infantry are no longer needed over here. They would be better served here. Alright, Weatherby. I've helped. And there's a hidden objective still.
Lieutenant Colonel, the Brits are in trouble. They're asking us to flank the enemy.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed.
Alrighty. So now I can comfortably attack. I'll flank, but I'd rather you take the brunt of this attack. Alright, the anti-tank defenses are gone, now it's time to run in. Score 600 points. Take out the Panzer IIIs. There's still anti-tank guns in Gen? Are. Alrighty. We lost a Stuart. I don't like that. I really don't like that. We really want to avoid losing any units. Even though it really doesn't matter, I suppose, but casualties are always a terrible thing, no matter, well, what. You know, even if they don't matter in terms of gameplay mechanics at the moment. However, I'm sure there will come a time when we don't want to lose units. Oh, wow. Weatherby just marched up there.
Tiger tank. Repeat, they have a Tiger.
Where?
Bloody
Oh, no.
A single Tiger could wipe out an armored column.
I'll try.
Lieutenant Colonel, you'd better be careful taking that beast out.
You don't say. It's not like the Tiger tank's the most terrifying tank of the war up to this point at all. Tank's almost dead. Like, we have to send these guys forward too. And we can actually move these into the city as well. Yep. And I think with that,
Lieutenant Colonel,
Yep.
the Tiger's been destroyed.
we've won the mission.
The Germans are surrendering.
That's a relief. That monster would have spread havoc in our ranks.
You
The
don't
town is
say.
ours. But don't sound the trumpets quite yet. The Africa Corps managed to retreat in order. Even their rear guard escaped us.
Really? Well, I have to say for YouTube, this is the end of this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. And I will see you back more with the different segments of the story campaign for RUSE. Where will it be? Spoiler, it's Italy. But we shall see that next time.